Hi crafty YouTubers, it's the Cranky Crafter here. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. My name's Sarah. Welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. We're going to be creating this card. It is a very clean and simple card to make, but it's perfect if you want to make batch cards and you're making a lot of cards and you want to as simple as possible, but for it to look really good at the same time, and quick and easy to do, and it's using a 3-step stamping system. And as you can see, I think it turns out really lovely. I'm yet to put some Winker Stella on there because I want to wait for it to fully dry, but I will be adding a little bit of glitter to it. But yes, I thought we'd create this. It says thinking of you at Christmas, which is a lovely sentiment, and inside, a special season like Christmas bring thoughts of special people like you, which I thought was lovely. And it's all using one stamp set, and that is a season like Christmas. 3-step stamping, as I said, and you also get, with the tree, you get the trunk as well. You also get this piece here, which I've used here as a grounding system for the tree, so it doesn't look like it's floating in the midair. And as well as those two sentiments, you also get this one as well, which says wishing you a beautiful Christmas. Hang on, that doesn't. Yes, it does. Wishing you a beautiful Christmas season and a new year of peace and happiness. You get a to and from, so you can make your stamps with this as well. You get the star for on top of the tree also. So we're going to be creating this. Create along with me, and I'm sure if you're going to get any stamp sets this season, this would be the one to get, because you can do not only your cards, but you can do your tags as well with it. So let's get on and make this card. Let's see if I can do it without messing up, as I usually mess up. Right, first of all, I got a piece of A4 garden green we're using, and I cut it at 4 1/8 down the middle, and then I cut it at 11.5 that way. I cut it down, and you take a fraction off, but it cut it down to 11.5, and then I score at 3 3/4, and that makes your base card. Then I've got one piece of cherry cobbler cardstock, and this is the first layer. This is 5 5/8 by 4 inches, and that will fit on top of there like that. And then two pieces. You want two pieces, one for the inside and one for the top, and these two are exactly the same, and they are 5 3/8 by 3 3/4. So one will go in there like so, and this one will go on the top. So first of all, well, let's attach our cherry cobbler to our card. I'm going to be using some Tombow because it gives me some wiggle room, and let's see if my Tombow will be nice and behave itself. Yeah. So put that out that way. Makes it easier for me to get everything. Oh, I made that slide a bit too much, didn't I? Got a bit of glue on there now. That's it. And there, just so it gives you a nice little border all the way around. It's slightly off to one side, but will I get that off? No, I'll leave it. Get yours a bit straighter, folks. But mine's fine. Now we're going to put that away, and we're going to be doing our stamping. First of all, we're going to stamp our sentiment for the inside, and to do this, we're going to be using our cherry cobbler ink. Use the ink of your choice. So we're going to do a quick, get it up the right way, quick stamp, Let's get this straight on here. Right. Lovely. Oh, isn't that such a lovely sentiment? A special season like Christmas bring thoughts of special people like you. I think that's lovely. Where's my baby white? I have actually found my stamp and my scrub. Yay! But unfortunately, it's on the other side of the room. I didn't think to go and get it, so where I haven't been using it for a while. Yeah, we'll close that up for now, and we're bringing the garden green. Now, with the 3-step stamping system, I'm going to use the same colour for the tree, and I'm not going to stamp off. I'm going to use the same because you don't need to actually stamp off. You know, you can put colour on colour and it will show up darker and give depth, so you don't actually need to stamp off. If you want to do it that way, that's perfectly fine. I'm not, and excuse me, but I'm not using a Stampin' Up block for this because I didn't have one yet to fit my tree, so I'm going to stamp that down. Hopefully it's come out nice and straight. Yes, that's lovely. And we're gonna take that one off the block. Bring in the next tree shape. Pop that on. Ink it up again. Like I said, we're using exactly the same colour. Now I have to come over the top, so if you see me in it, I apologise. So you just press this down and then come up, and there you go. You can see that you have got the tone on tone colour, and it does show darker. Great picture there. It does show darker, so you know you can see all those tones. You don't actually need to do the stamping off to get the tone on tone. Now we're going to bring in the 3rd piece, and we're going to put that away. We're going to stamp the, I'm going to make them lights. I've been making them lights, so I'm going to bring in the delightful Daffodil Delight, and we're going to stamp that. Oh, did I put my fingers in it? I usually do. I get ink everywhere. I'm terrible. Right. Turn this sideways. I find it so much easier to do these long runs sideways. So, let's see. Pop that down. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Looks like, can you see? Let me see. Turn that way so we can cover up the, there we go. It just looks like little lights on your tree. So that's that one done. Quick wipe. Then we're going to use the little star in the same Daffodil Delight. Pop that on the top of the tree. That's like so. And we better give this tree a trunk, haven't we? So I'll just pop the, we're finished with that one now. We're going to bring in chocolate chip for the trunk. And again, I'm going to put it sideways because I find it so much easier to do it that way. Oh, I've got ink everywhere. Just stamp that bit. Such a messy. Right. You can line this up so easy because you can see the gaps and where it's supposed to go. Like so. Isn't that just gorgeous? Hang on, let me turn it that way so you're not distracted by everything else. Get a nice shot. Come on, camera. Focus. There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? What a lovely tree. So that's that's the tree. We're just going to stamp now the piece underneath it, and I'm using for this, I'm using Smoky Slate, and with this I did stamp off because I didn't want it to be too grey and in your face. I wanted it to actually look like snow. So let me see. So I used a Smoky Slate and I stamped off, and then stamp down, and then put in my grounding for that. We're finished with that, and we're going to bring back in the cherry cobbler to do our sentiment at the bottom of the card. We put this on the block nicely, that's right. And so I'll pull this down a little bit. Hopefully I'll get this straight. I did think of oh, that's straight enough. I did think about embossing the bottom of the this sentiment, but I thought if you're going to make batch cards and you're going to make lots of them, that would be very time consuming, so I decided to just stamp it directly, and I still think it looks really lovely without, you know, without having to emboss it. Oh, I've got ink everywhere and I don't want inky fingers because I don't want to get... I just stuck my fingers straight in the cherry cobbler. That sounds a bit painful, doesn't it? Stuck my fingers in the cherry cobbler. Look, I've got red fingers. I was doing a bit of crafting the other day and I dropped hot glue straight on the top of my hand. I don't know if you can see, look, and it come up like a real bad blister, and you can see there the blister popped and it's very sore now. So note to self, be careful when using hot glue because it hurts when you burn yourself. My pot. I put wet wipes in a pot nowadays, look, because I seem to always have them laying around and end up putting them on my cardstock, and my cardstock gets wet and I don't like it. So now we're just going to put these together, and I think I'm going to pop this one up on dimensionals. These scissors are awful. I have got my paper snips in, but they're in my craft bag, and I haven't taken them out since I went crafting to my at the weekend. There, Might as well use all these up, mightn't we? That's that one done then. So with the other one I laid it flat. I just stuck it to the card, and you can do that. It's a lot quicker again, and it's cheaper to post because it's, you know, flat. So if you want to do that, by all means, but I'm just going to, that one, I'm just going to pop this one up this time. Let's see if I can get this straight. That's it. And then this, we're just going to glue in the inside. There, that's it. This lovely, clean and simple card, and I think you agree, it turned out really lovely. Such a lovely stamp set this is, and as I said, you know, if you need just the one stamp set will get you through Christmas with all your tags and all your Christmas cards. This is the perfect stamp set. It's got lovely sentiments as well as the tree, and I love it. I think it's gorgeous, and this would probably be what most of my people will be getting for Christmas this year, because I can make lots of them in one go. And so I hope you give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you want to see more of my crafting, then subscribe to my channel. And thank you very much for joining me, folks. Have a happy crafty day. Bye for now.